Are you wondering what your kids are doing online? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a parental monitoring app for Android, and we're starting right now. Hi, this is Jay Andrews from Reviews Across the Board, where we try to help you find the usefulness, practicality, and value in the tech that surrounds us. On this channel, we review products and apps in the market today that make sense to the average consumer. So if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos like this. So with all the social media that's out there today, it's hard to know what your kids are doing online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Kik, all these social media apps. Who are your kids talking to? Where are they going? What's going on? The app we're going to talk about today is XNSpy. Now, XNSpy is one of the newer parental monitoring apps on the market today, and they offer a full and robust suite of services that allow you to really dial in and find out what your kids are doing on all the social media, who they're talking to, what their text messages look like, and where they're going. You can find the link to the XNSpy app in the description down below. Let's take a look at the application now. Okay guys, so for starters, when you open up the web application, you're going to be taken immediately to the dashboard, which is going to kind of give you an overview of some basic information. Here you can see calling and texting. This will let you know incoming and outgoing information about your calls and texts that your child is receiving. Here is a quick map that shows the last known location of the child, and over here is recent text messaging. Okay, so that's kind of an at a glance look. Let's take a look at the phone logs tab. All right, so really quickly, you have a lot of different options to look at here, but one of the more important options is the text message feature. Okay, and here are the recent text message contacts that have been made by the target phone, and let's say we want to look at what your child and Judy are talking about. So here you have just an ongoing record of this text conversation. Okay, also within the phone log we have contacts. It allows you to see the contacts that exist on your child's phone. So it's good to know who is listed there, how are they labeling them. Sometimes kids try to hide certain people's names by listing them differently. Okay, so it's important just to see who's there. And you can also check the child's internet history here. So sometimes they may visit certain sites that you may want to monitor, you may want to know. It will tell you the name of the site as well as provide the link to where they went. So here this child went to Gizmodo, and we're able to see that. Okay, so if there were any illicit sites or inappropriate sites, you would be able to know. Moving on to the next tab here is Messenger. Now this is one of the really more, I think, robust and popular features of this monitoring app, as it allows you to really take a look at what children are doing, as most tweens and teens, middle schoolers, high schoolers are getting on the social media. So here you have Viber, Skype, WhatsApp, Line, Kik, Facebook, and Tinder. And recently, XNSpy has added Instagram, which is a popular messaging mode for many tweens and teens. All right, so let's take WhatsApp, for example. You can see the different conversations that they've been having. Obviously, somebody's talking with Peter, the gym instructor. Maybe that's something to keep an eye on. Okay, here's some potential information that you may want to be aware of. Facebook Messenger is another big-time messaging service that young people use. So let's check the messages that she's having with Jake here. And Tinder, which is can be considered an illicit app for young people to connect. So you're able to monitor the conversations here, okay? This is a good thing, just to keep abreast of what the child is doing, who they're talking to, and what do the conversations entail. The next app here is the installed apps. So if you're the kind of parent that allows your child to download apps without permission, you may want to keep an eye on which apps they're downloading. Do they cost money? Are they charging your credit card, right? So Angry Birds is free. Asphalt 8 Born, maybe there's in-app purchases, Skype, Viber. So you want to keep tabs on what apps the child has in their phone, okay? This next feature here is one of my favorite. It's the Locations app. And as you can see here, let me just reduce this size so you can get a better scope. Okay, so here you have a neighborhood, and there are different pinpoints which correspond to different times that are being logged by the app. So as you can see, every few minutes there is a location pin that's dropped on the map to let you know where the child is roaming. Assuming, of course, that the child has his or her phone. Location needs to be enabled on the phone in order for this feature to work. But for the most part, most people have that on. And if they have it off, you may want to give the child a call and to indicate that you know they've turned off their location device, or they've disabled their ability to track location. Okay, so as we move in closer here, you can see it's very detailed as to let's focus in on point number 14 here. Okay, you can get a very, very detailed location as to where the child is. And as I mentioned before, down here, you are actually getting some addresses. Okay, so let's see what this Bees Caves Road is. Okay, view on the map, we're getting a very specific location here. Okay, there's the bouncing pin right there. Just a couple of more features. Here you have the Photos feature. So as with any tweens or any teens, photo sharing is going to be something that needs to be monitored very closely, as kids are sometimes taking illicit pictures or receiving illicit pictures from friends, downloading pictures that they shouldn't be looking at. And so this feature here allows you to see all the photos that have been taken on the child's phone. Okay. Videos is another tab here that allows you to download the video to your local disk drive. Okay, so let's just take a sample here. We'll download that and see what video is being shown. Okay, so this is a sample video, and obviously it's a harmless one, but with video sharing apps today and picture sharing apps today, this photo and videos feature, the ability to monitor photos and videos, is absolutely imperative for children who you think may be sharing inappropriate videos and inappropriate pictures. The last feature I'd like to show you is the settings down here. And so while children may have a large number of friends in their contact lists, they may be engaging in a variety of text conversations, social media messaging conversations, and it's a lot to go through. But the filters setting here really allows you to have certain words or certain locations or certain people be on what's known as a watch list. So, for example, here on the watch list words, there are certain words that you can designate to alert you when these words are mentioned in emails, whether they're mentioned in call logs, in text messages, social media messaging. Okay, so obviously, certain buzzwords that you think could trigger some problems. Maybe you don't like somebody's, the friend Fernanda, and you need to watch this person. Anytime Fernanda comes up, you're going to be alerted. Anytime the word love comes up, you're going to be alerted. Okay. Similarly, if there are locations that you wish to be alerted when your child goes near, you can indicate these locations on your watch list. Okay. So you don't want your child going to Luby's cafeteria, you indicate it. You don't want your child at Carl's home, you can indicate that, unless your child is smart enough to leave their phone outside. you're going to be notified when that phone hits Carl's home. And finally, one of the last settings I'd like to show you is the watch list for contacts. So if there are certain people that you suspect may be trouble, or you suspect may be trying something inappropriate, or that you think may be a general danger for your child, you need to monitor those specific people's conversations with your child. Whenever there's contact made with these individual contacts, you will be notified. So there are a host of other services here. As I mentioned before, this is a really robust service that XNSpy has put together, and I think that you should definitely give it a look, give it a check if you have some concerns about your child's online activity. So you can also download the mobile version of this app right here. It'll give you all the same information that you just saw on the desktop. I should also remind you that parental monitoring apps are no substitute for good parenting. It's always important to have conversations with your children and constantly be guiding them on how to use social media, as well as all the contact that they have with everyone online. Once again, you can find the link to this app in the description down below. You can also check out my friends Tim and Dan. They've done a review of the very same app, but from a different perspective. I'll link their channels down below. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to share this with any parents you know that may be curious about what their kids are doing online. So until the next video, this is Jay Andrews with reviews across the board, reminding you to stay calm and always question.